And welcome to this new episode. So you might be wondering how you can use this tool called GarageBand to support your vocal practice. Well, in this episode, I got you covered with 3 ways in which you can use GarageBand to help you practice your singing. Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm the founder of the Singing Insiders, in which I help passionate singers just like yourself become the best versions of themselves through singing. And in these episodes, you're going to get practical tips, tools, techniques, and exercises to really up-level your singing skills. So let's look at what those 3 ways are to really help you support your vocal practice. And we're going to use GarageBand in this episode to help you with this. What we're going to do in GarageBand is also something that you can do in any other DAW software. A DAW software is, for example, Logic Pro, Audacity, Cubase, like there's many different ones out there. I'm using GarageBand today because this is a free software that is available on any Mac or even on an iPad. But know that what we're doing here can also be used in other softwares as well. So let me show you. This is what GarageBand looks like. Now, I'm not going to go into the specifics of where to find everything because we have done that in a previous episode, and I will link to it in the description here down below. But the first way in how GarageBand can support your vocal practice is to use this little cycle bar. So this bar I can turn on and off. What this basically does is selecting a portion of a song that you can then loop. So the fun thing with this cycle feature is that I can take this and then select the part of the song that I'm having difficulties with. So say, for example, I'm having difficulties singing these 2 bars right here. I can play this, sing the part that I'm having difficulties with, and then it will play again. So maybe it goes like, oh yeah, oh yeah, and then I repeat. So do you see how it just keeps on repeating? And that is amazing for your vocal practice because repetition oftentimes is key. So if you're having trouble singing the chorus or maybe a verse or maybe it's a little riff, just select that portion of the song and then sing it on loop over and over and over again so that you can practice that. Okay. Second thing that can help you or that can support your vocal practice within GarageBand is this little feature called the click track or the metronome. Putting this on will allow you to have tick, 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 tick whenever you're singing. This is a great practice for training a particular song and staying in the pulse. Now, bonus tip here, how I love to use it is to actually delete any track, delete anything. So say, for example, I'm gonna sing Let It Be from the Beatles. That's the song that I'm practicing, which is around 65 BPM. So I've adjusted my BPM right here. What I like to do in my vocal practice, especially using this metronome feature, is not have anything on the tracks. And then I'm just going to hit record so that I'm hearing the click. There it is. And then I'm practicing. So for example, let it be, let it be, let it be. So I'm practicing my timing. Now, if I find that that's too hard, I can do the same thing. So I'm just deleting the recording. I don't need that. And I'm going, for example, to 55. And then I can practice the song that rhythmically I'm having trouble with, but in a slower tempo. So then I might have, let it be, let it be, let it be. and so on and so forth. So this allows me to train the on beats and the off beats using GarageBand. Can you just go and find a metronome app on your phone? Yes, you can. But if you're already working in GarageBand, then you can use this metronome feature to help and support you in that. So the first one was to create practice loops. The second one was to use the metronome feature to help you with your timing when singing. If you've already found a lot of value from this episode, then please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to the podcast, so that you're staying updated with new episodes when they do come out, just like this one. Anyway, let's continue because the most important ones are actually coming up. The second one is to use GarageBand to practice your harmony singing. I know with the singers that I'm working with, this is one of their focused topics that they like to look into. So how to add backing vocals, how to add harmony to a song, all those things. And this is where it's really powerful. So let me show you. I have one track where my voice is selected, and I can, for example, sing my song, right? Let it be, for example. If I want to practice harmony singing, here's what I can do in GarageBand. I can add a track. So I hit the plus, I'm hitting this one. And then I can select voice. I like to use natural voice. Then I can record on this part in harmony. Let it be. Or let it be. And then you can add a third one to it if you want to. For example, let it be. And then you can build, right? So obviously I'm doing a very fast version here. So I'm going to delete that one. The idea here is that you're just playing with this idea of adding tracks and adding different tracks of your own voice so that you can play with the harmony of your own voice, which is amazing. Now, we had, first of all, creating practice loops, so that you can practice a certain part of the song over and over again without having to hit the go back button all the time. Number 2 was getting that metronome feature in, or the click, so that you're practicing your timing. The third one was to use the different tracks to practice your harmony singing. And I want to give you a bonus one, which seems obvious, but is not done nearly as often as I would love, is to use GarageBand as a way to record yourself and notice your progress. So with this one, it's important that you're recording yourself, but don't change anything. Like, don't go in and try to make it sound nice, or I know there is some tools that you can use within GarageBand to shift your pitch slightly. If you're below the pitch, you can put it on the right pitch. Don't do all of those things. Just record yourself and use that recording as an assessment of, this is where I am today. Next week, I'm going to sing that same song after having done my vocal practice. How am I making progress? And then the week after that, you can re-record yourself. So do you see how you can use these kinds of softwares to really document your singing journey and how you're making progress in that? Now, an important thing here to note is that to actually make progress, we need to train our voices. And as I love to say, it's training over talent. We don't need to have a specific talent to be able to learn how to sing. We need to have a specific process in how we can train our voices to get better at singing. And one of the most important vocal techniques is developing and mastering your mixed voice. Now, this is a whole separate conversation that we can go into, and we're not going to go into that conversation right now because I've recorded an episode around mixed voice in the past, and my invitation to you would be to go through that video next. We're going to take this conversation further regarding the vocal technique side of things so that then you can implement that into your recordings. So I will link that video in the description here down below. My invitation to you would be to go and watch that video. And I'll see you there. And if not, I will see you here next week for our next episode. See you then. Bye.